In today's video, we're going to look at the overall market once again, and I'm going to be sharing with y'all some stocks to keep on watch for tomorrow. All right, so let's dive right into it right off the bat. We got the SPY, and in the last video, which I released, I believe I released it on Thursday night. I explained to y'all why the sell-off occurred on Thursday. All right, and what I was looking forward to on Friday. Now it's been in between the same range, between 431 and 436 throughout the past 3 business days. All right, and right now the market is still open. Again, the market is about to close in 30 minutes, so it's still open. And again, the reason why this thing ran right here is because of the bullish pennants in the beginning. It's kind of hard to see because the structure was on the 1 minute, but it did show up and it did run. Now the main question is, are we going to see some follow through tomorrow? Well, let's switch to the daily. All right, the daily charts. The daily chart is still looking bullish. It's still looking bullish. It looks like it bounced off the 9 SMA from Friday. There is a gap to fill at 438.70. So I think I told you guys that last week that it might fill it before we see a pullback on the 12. It didn't quite get there, but it did pull back on the 12. Now today is looking like it wants to follow through. So I think that gap is gonna get filled tomorrow. I definitely think so. And we're going to switch to QQQ because QQQ is showing something on the daily charts that is looking kind of promising. All right. Now, right now, there is this a bullish harami on the chart. Again, the combination of these two candles right here, a big red candle followed by a middle green candle, like a smaller green candle in the body of that, like of the previous one. It's a bullish harami. All right, and usually from what I've seen before, what tends to happen is that the next day there's usually this candle right here, a move all the way up like that. All right, so that's what I'm anticipating for tomorrow. I think we might see one more green day to test the upper line that you see on the charts. There is a massive bull flag on the daily. All right, this is a bull flag. Now the question is, what's going to happen after we break through? First, we have to break through it. All right, so we'll see if I'm right tomorrow, if we go up to 375 or 374, somewhere around there, especially after the way this is looking right now. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the overall market. Now let's dive into the sectors to keep on watch for. Actually, before we do that, we gotta look at Tesla. In the last video, I told you guys to watch Tesla for a shorts. And congrats to anybody who made some money on Tesla. I told you guys, I showed y'all exactly why this thing was going to drop to 250, right? Because of the bear flag on the charts. And also, it really started breaking down at 920-ish, right over here. After this descending triangle on the chart broke down, it went all the way down to 250. So congrats to anybody who made some money on this one. Right, it bounced today, which is something that I was expecting. The contracts are inflated because earnings is in 4 days, and as we get closer, they're just gonna probably stay at around $800 for the at the money contracts. So I don't have any high expectations for Tesla. I think it's gonna continue to play games in between, like near this price. I don't think it's gonna go too far from like between 250 and 260. I think it's just gonna chill there until it's time for earnings to decide its fate. I don't really trust this that much. There is a bull flag on here, and yeah, they break out at one. Could it run to 258? I wouldn't be surprised if it ran to 258 tomorrow morning and then had like a little pullback. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see that. on the charts. So yeah, that's Tesla. That's just an update on Tesla from the last video. Now, the sector to keep on watch for tomorrow are banks. All right, let's talk about the banks. The first bank that we're gonna talk about is Bank of America, because Bank of America has earnings tomorrow morning. Let me just clean up the chart before we zoom out. All right, so first, sell off throughout the last 2 months. Next, we have an island gap reversal on the daily chart. And then we have consolidation right here. And then we got earnings tomorrow. On a 5-minute chart, we have something bullish cooking, which I kind of like, actually, now that I look at it. I kind of like it. I do. I'm leaning bullish on the banks because they've been demolished throughout the last few months. And if this one has a great reaction, again, earnings tomorrow morning, I think we could see a run to 28 bucks. All right, maybe even higher. That's my thoughts on the banks. All right, they jump all the way up to 28, maybe 28, 25. The next one to keep on watch for tomorrow, which is another bank, is Goldman Sachs. And Goldman Sachs has earnings as well. I have my alert at 316. I don't think it's gonna get triggered today. It's probably gonna get triggered tomorrow if Bank of America crushes earnings. And also if this one follows through, then like the alert is gonna ring, but the price is gonna be way up here. Let's look at the daily chart. So as of right now, it's trading at support. Support is at 310. Support is in this region. This is where the buyers are interested. All right, and this up here is where the buyers are looking to take their money off. Now the main question is when and how far. The two questions: when and how far we're gonna get up there. All right, I don't know. I don't know how fast it's gonna get up there, and I can't tell you exactly when it's gonna get up there. But one thing that I do know is that the volatility tends to kick in, especially during these earnings reports. And if the reaction is positive, then we could see a lot of buyers jump into the stock, and we could see the stock move all the way up to 325 tomorrow. All right, that's my thoughts on Goldman Sachs. I don't have a big reason to be bearish on it. There's some gaps below to be worried about. Yeah, there's some right here at 230. But is it going to drop that low? Again, I don't know. I don't gamble through earnings. I'll tell you guys, if you want to gamble through earnings, manage your risk. Holding through earnings is 150% gambling. All right, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing here to keep you guys informed and to keep you guys prepared. I'm gonna be watching it for a move tomorrow. If there's setup tomorrow, I'm gonna day trade it. I don't feel like gambling through earnings on Goldman Sachs. All right, now that's my thoughts on it. The last stock that we're going to look at today is a stock that I've been telling y'all to keep on watch for a very long time. UAL, United Airlines. All right, you remember when I made that video? Y'all remember? I told you guys don't touch United Airlines. Don't do it. Don't touch it until it gets to the white line and until after earnings. All right, so it got to the white line like I think on the 3rd. It got to the white line on the 3rd, and then it's been chopping around that price until earnings. And this one is they're gonna report tomorrow morning, that's tomorrow afternoon. Okay, yeah, this is definitely something to keep on watch. There is a lot of room to the upside. Again, the stock is down by like 30%, 33%. Massive discount on there. So this is another one to keep on watch for a potential long. Again, I will say watch it after earnings, see how it moves, look for intraday structures, and then capitalize off of it. All right, so that's my honest thoughts on all of the stocks. Do I have one more to share? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Let's see here. Check out Cisco. All right, I'm looking at Cisco, and Cisco has this structure on there. It's decent. All right, under good behavior, this thing runs to $56. There's a bullish trend on the 4-hour chart, so I'm looking at this one for a potential trade. All right, now we're done with the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Again, to get all of this information in real time as I see it, you can join the Discord in the first link in the description of the video below. That's where I put all of the details of the contracts and the reason why I take my trades to begin with. All right. If you haven't followed me on social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. And it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.